I wanted to do a quick video about this old Chevy Astro van. This thing's an old truck. It's just my everyday work truck. It's 1994, and well, it runs good. It got an all new exhaust system underneath it, and I put new water pump in it, and it's only got 131,000 miles. But the other day I made a kind of a quick stop, and this whole axle slid back on this spring. I don't know if you can see this, but this top plate of the U-bolt mount and the bottom plate was kind of loose, and you can see on the spring where it's been sliding all the way up to here. So that axle has slid forward that far, and then when I noticed the tire scraping, it had slid back to this region here, and so my tire was rubbing on the back of this fender. So I wonder it didn't rip a hole in my tire. But anyway, I was going to buy all this hardware new. I don't know if you can see in there, but these bolts came right loose, and can't get the light right here. I think somebody has already done this, because the other side, this U-bolt mount is about the color of this frame, just old and rusty looking. So I tightened everything all back down as tight as I could, and then I thought, well, how do I know this thing isn't going to slip back again? So I did some thinking about it, and I took my grinder out, and this is a fiberglass spring in these crazy things. It's not a metal spring, and usually there's a indent in the spring right in the center part of this mounting, but I didn't see anything like that on this fiberglass spring. This is just mounted with rubber. I don't know if you can see in here, but there's like a rubber bushing in here. Can you see that bushing on the top of this spring? And underneath it, it's all rubber. This part here is rubber. Well, I thought, there's nothing in the world to keep that from sliding back again. Especially if I hit the brakes hard. And I'm forever going over a curb now and then and hitting this back brake drum on a curb. So I took my grinder out, and I just gently ground a little bit of an indent into this fiberglass spring here. Same thing over here. And I took a muffler clamp, 3.5 inch, and I made some bushings, metal bushings, so it would tighten up, take up the difference, because it's only threaded to about here, and tightened it all down good. We'll see. I am hoping that keeps this axle from sliding backwards. Yeah, I know that's kind of a cobbled up deal, but that muffler clamp will rust on there. Them bolts are rusting, and it isn't, even if it does get loose, it's just going to rattle. It isn't going to come flying off. Once you get it around up here in Michigan and the salt and stuff, it won't take but a month, and these threads will be rusted, and you will not get these nuts off without snapping them. Okay, that's about it for today. It's starting to rain again. I got to get this finished.